Alright everybody, welcome in. It's time for some chess. So let's see how this game goes. We're going to start off with knight f3, and we're going to go for this c4. This is an actual Réti opening. This is the true Réti. My opponent's going to defend that pawn, and I'm going to defend mine as well. Now we can get this structure set up. So this is a new kind of line that I'm learning. Trying out some different move orders to try to, get things a little more solid for me. Not solid, that's not the word I'm looking for. Just different things. Always trying different things. Near. Now let's try this. This is something different. Again, so I'm gambiting another pawn. But I'm doing so with the idea of keeping things wide open. And so now our knight is supported. We're going to grab this bishop off the table. I think I want to grab that bishop off the table, or do I want to leave it? This could work. This could work. So this is an interesting move order that we've gotten ourselves into. Now, we haven't castled yet, and so that's definitely something we need to keep an eye on. Clever move by my opponent. Definitely very clever. So I'm debating on a couple of things. Number one is to add more pressure. I think this is safe. I think we're still safe here. This is a pretty typical square for the queen. Now, this is not a typical position at all. I'm assuming my opponent's just going to move their queen at this point in time. The pin would be easier to swallow if it were against the rook instead of against the queen. My opponent's playing this very, very well, but I have one more trick up my sleeve. Captures, 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 but I don't know if that's something that I really want to do. Give up both my bishops in this tangled mess of a game. So now the question is, how do we respond? I think we start... Yeah, we have to start here. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh no. Ah, fiddlesticks. So we have to start here, I think. Oh well. I missed that I hadn't castled, and it wasn't the castling, it wasn't the king issue, it was the rook issue. I almost dropped a rook. Well, this will at least force the queen out of the way. And then maybe we can make some trades. So I've sacrificed 2 pawns in this. Oof. Capture, capture. And then he has time. So I think we can just do this. No, he's going to be able to take the knight at the end of this line. Yep, and just like that, we are down and out. Although, my opponent's queen is dangerously close to being trapped. No, that doesn't help because the queen is going to sit here. Yeah, I don't have any way of attacking the queen. I'm secretly hoping he captures with the queen, but it's not going to happen. He's going to capture with the bishop, yeah. And this I'm thinking about taking just to get us back in the game. I'm not castling, though, because of my weaknesses out here. And I am going to start like this. I'm going to go ahead and use my outside rook and just start driving this thing up and see what we can get. Make a little hole for my king while simultaneously blocking this. So I have no idea what I'm doing at this point in time. I'm just making guesses. My position is not very well coordinated. I need to be really careful in some of these aspects. This trade is going to be good for me because it's going to help bust open this. That's my work email telling me that stuff's happening in the background. Don't have enough attackers over there just yet. We're just going to keep with the kingside attack and see how it takes us. That's going to work just fine. I got to make sure I'm not forkable. Yeah, I don't know what to do, guys. I don't really have much of an attack going. If this, we're just going to go up where we were planning to go anyway with our king. My opponent doesn't have a dark square bishop, so I'm not too worried about these weaknesses now. If my opponent pushes, then I push past and I start working on an old pincher mate, right? The old lobster pincher. But definitely need to get my my king in a better position so that I can get my other rook involved. In fact, it might even be just as easy to slide up and over this way. Do I park my bishop here? Because that's totally possible right now. That's totally possible. Just to park my bishop right there. I don't see what's wrong with that. Then again, now this knight is an issue. Oof, oh no, 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 that's a forkable square. I have to be very careful here. This is a forkable square. Oh, I wonder if I could just do something like this. Slide the bishop all the way down. Because right now, the queen and the bishop are definitely aligned. If my opponent gives me a chance to sacrifice, you best believe I'm taking it. So this game is very complicated right now, very ugly. Now, I am definitely the one on the attack. I'm just not sure how to finish it off yet. I'm thinking maybe just slide my rook, my bishop either here or here. Because even if the king slides over to pick it up, then that's checkmate. So we'll just see how this goes. This was definitely not something that I planned on at all. All the way back here, no idea how it was going to go. This is a typical c4 ready. I never know the correct move order at this point in time. Too often I've gotten into this, and I really should have pushed this pawn and just gone with this full pyramid structure. And maybe that's something I need to get in the habit of doing, is just pushing here. But I don't want to do it right away, because then this trade can happen, and I don't want to trade. Very interesting move by my opponent. Not at all what I expected. There's still the possibility of this, but it's not checkmate because my opponent's got an escape. All right, so I don't want to retreat my bishop here or here because I don't want to cut off my rook getting into the game. So I want to get my bishop somewhere else. I'm thinking G7 is not out of the question, but man, it feels ugly. And retreating it back this way somewhere also feels a little ugly. So I'm just going to go with the forward move. I definitely want to... my queen can't do anything with the knight here. And if I push up, the knight comes down. Knight comes over. Because even this is not checkmate. Yeah, I don't know anymore. But I got to get my rooks connected. I think that's going to be a key here, is getting my rooks connected one way or another. So I'm just calculating out how to get mate on here, and I think the king escapes, because if I'm here, queen's here, the king can sneak straight backwards, down, and then even then the rook is defended, so I don't even have access to the rook. Check. The king moves. The king moves up. Check. King moves up. So I could pick up a couple pawns, but I'd be down material there. I think I want to do this. Force the king here. But boy, oh boy, I wish I had a rook that could help cut off the king. If the king goes here, then it's checkmate. In fact, if the king stays, if the king doesn't go this way, I can't see a stop to this checkmate. Unless the king moves. So I'm just looking, yeah, the king has to move. But then here, I might still have it. The king has to move. The king has to move. No, I don't have it. Damn. I was thinking I had something like this, but I don't have it. Nah, I just don't have it. So we're just gonna have to pick up some pawns. Maybe look at promoting this pawn. Here, the king comes up here. The king has to move. And then we push and we promote. That might be a good way to get another queen out of the deal. He can block, but this is the goal. But now I have to go on defense. Because then that is a serious threat. I could pick, basically I'm picking up a rook at the end of this line. Assuming my opponent doesn't just absolutely destroy me here in a second. And Actually, what if I just bring the other rook into the game? Good idea or bad idea? I don't think that helps me right now. So I'm dropping a pawn, and I have to be careful of a series of checks, but I think I could just hide and maybe intercept at some point. I'm not sure. So at this point in time, I would like to say that I see something, but I don't see anything, honestly. I just don't see anything. Bring this back, force the king somewhere else, and then move? Or is that too passive? It would help consolidate our position a little, wouldn't it? Just defend everything a little bit. All right, so we're a little passive, but we have gotten ourselves into something. Oh, son of a gun. Yeah. No, because then he takes that with check. So let's go up here. He can move here for check. And then I can move again. He doesn't have a rook, so I'm not going to lose the queen. But with only 2 minutes left, this game is going to get ugly, and we're both going to make major mistakes coming up. I can already predict it. First things first, that's going to be a danger zone. So what if we were to... He's going to check me here. I'm going to slide over. He doesn't have any follow-up. I'm not grabbing that pawn just to grab that pawn. I want to get action here. And now I'm not feeling bad about disconnecting my rooks. Although, my boy here is going to be chewing shit up. So yeah, I told you it's going to get ugly. It's going to get real ugly and real complicated. I should have probably gone up. Yeah, I should have gone up. Yeah, should have gone up. Okay, so let's go here. We're gonna drop this pawn here. There's just a lot of pieces left on the board for it to be this complicated, this close to the end of the game. I mean, I have a plan, but damn, I don't know what I'm gonna do about these connected passed pawns over here. I'm gonna pre-move this king capture just in case my opponent makes the move, because it's the only legal move, and so I just want to be ready to get every second counts, right? Every second matters. Ah, this is a problem because I dropped the rook at the end of the line. I gotta be careful here. I am not a bullet chess player. You guys know this. I'm not a speed chess player. So I don't know how to make these moves this fast. He wants this. Oh no. Damn. I told you there'd be mistakes. Oof, we got lucky there, friend, didn't we? We got very lucky there. Oh, we still dropped the rook, though. Son of a gun. I think my opponent's just going for a draw. Checkmate. No! Ha-ha! I didn't see the checkmate. This is what I saw, though. Back here. I mean, boom. And now it's a queen and a bishop versus two rooks. Yeah, let's see if there's a way to hold it. Yeah, so it's fairly even. Black has a slight advantage. Oh, that's where I lost it, right there. Boom. All right, so here's the attack. We make the sacrifice for sure. Yeah, and bishop back, right, because I can't get the rook up anyway because the pawn is there, so the bishop here is not going to hurt anything. But we did get the right idea with bishop to h8. We did all this correct. Okay, save the bishop. I sacrificed the bishop for this, and it's not great. Oh, interesting. Just grab here, because if your opponent grabs, then you end up with that with two queens. That's fun. And then, yeah, bring the rook into the game. Yep. And then I just consolidated the position, and I felt like I was doing good things by consolidating the position into something that I could hold. But unfortunately, black is the one that's attacking now, and white's defensive and uncoordinated. Oh well. Yeah, it really wants me to have my pieces back here where I could be doing attacking on black's king. Yeah, that pawn grab just didn't really do anything, did it? Yeah, and then I had to defend this pawn. That's what I should have done. I allowed my opponent to really get checkmate in 3. Ouch. One legal move. Check. One legal move. Ho ho. Wow, now that would have been a hell of a way to end the game. Oh man. Yeah, and again, I should have gone up to defend this pawn. Basically just allowing my opponent to grab whatever they wanted. Yeah, and the game just turned on me, and I just couldn't hold it. My opponent's the one attacking, and I just couldn't hold it. Wow, and I'm surprised that the fork is not even... Boy. Queen b5. Queen takes, that's natural. Queen over, that's a natural move. Yeah, I'm just really frustrated that I missed this. My opponent, this is a checkmate pattern. I'm looking at how fast my opponent played this. This is a checkmate pattern my opponent knows. I mean, just flat out, they obviously know this because I didn't see it at all. But my opponent has definitely been practicing their queen and knight checkmate patterns because did not see this. I did not see this at all. I just couldn't get out of that corner. Just couldn't get out of that corner. Oh well. All right, let's go back to the very beginning and let's just look at the opening just real quick. So this is a true Réti opening, right? A true Réti opening, and I always wonder. Yeah, so he wants me to go E3 right away. Yeah, I'm not certain. Right here, I just... Oh, queen could capture. Yeah, queen could capture. That'd be fine. But this felt okay. I mean, this really felt okay. We have a good position. We've got the outside file opened up. I felt like I was doing all right. And then, yeah, this seemed fantastic. I was so hyped for this. Okay, instead of preparing, I should have just gone for it. Because he has... Oh, he has to trade here. And then he can't get the pawn back. I see. Didn't even consider that. I just figured I wanted to get out from underneath this and also support this. But that just gives black too much of an opportunity. But we played all the right moves, man. We played all the right moves. Look at this. We played all the correct moves. Ah, that's what I missed. Before the knight I rushed on the knight capture. I should have grabbed here first. Grab here and then here, but I've got that covered. So then he has to get out of the way and I have time to retreat. Wow. Wow, I missed that. But otherwise, we up to this point, we played all the right moves. And then right here, yeah, wow, a 6, almost 7-point margin of victory. And then, yeah, this is always dangerous. Whenever you've got the Fianchetto bishop, giving it up like that is just not always very good, which kind of encouraged me to force this attack. And it worked. I'm happy I did it. You know? Yeah, I was looking at this, but it felt really weird just encouraging my opponent to stick their knight somewhere where it could get involved in the game. Man, and then we were back up. Man, to be up so much. Twice in this game we were up so much. And we just couldn't pull it off. Yeah, here I can just retreat there. Lock everything up and count the fact that I'm up in exchange and the king is out in the open, but my king's still in the open too. I don't know. Man. Even this sacrifice, I felt like it wasn't a bad idea. I mean, it forces this. It forces this rook. Yeah, the engine really wants me to just grab here and then continue the attack this way, I'm betting. Yeah. Continue the attack and then check. Oh, can't do that check because I've got it covered. And then boom, and now the attack is happening. And your opponent has to give up their bishop. Wow. All right, so that is that. That's all there is to it, guys. I appreciate you sticking with me. What a wild and crazy game. I chickened out. I chickened out right here at the end. I chickened out, and I even said I was gonna do it. I wanted this open file, and I said I was gonna do it, and I just chickened out, and I didn't pull the trigger. I didn't stay with it. Oh well. I see. Yeah, getting the queen back into the game and keeping an eye on everything, that would have been crucial. Not allowing this check. But once that happened, yeah, allowing the opponent to start allowing checks. And then when I had the initiative back, I just couldn't do anything with it. Oh well, thanks for watching, guys. This was a wild game. I appreciate you sticking with me. I'll definitely catch you next time, that's for sure. Take care.